many micro entrepreneurs do we have in the house who've at least dabbled in entrepreneurship? I know I should have seen more hands up. Yes, I know my friends high and proud are entrepreneurs. Yes, there we go. So many of you might know that I've also, of course, a little bit more than dabbled in entrepreneurship, and supporting micro entrepreneurs is one of the most important things I feel that we can do as a society, as a community. I feel like if we have thriving micro entrepreneurs in Helsinki, we will have a thriving city. We will have more diversity in our products, in our services. It will just be a much more fun place to be. We will have more community. We will have a more sturdy local economy. So on that mission, we have Kari from the Micro Entrepreneurs Association.
Thank you. It's great to be here, and I'm going to take you through some perhaps even surprising things about micro and solo entrepreneurs, what it is all about, what they need. And I think if I heard correctly, you mentioning something about mentoring or something like that. You might find new business opportunities. And then I'm going to tell you a little sad story about Finnish solo and micro businesses. But so let's first have a look at what it is all about, really. And from micro businesses to macro businesses, really, the first and most important thing is what people don't understand. How big is the micro businesses in Finland? Micro businesses cover 95+% of companies. So if you think about that, we have about 500,000 VAT numbers. 13,000 of them, roughly 13,658, if I'm right with the number today, are small or bigger companies. So 95% are solo and micro entrepreneurs. Some of them are just part-time, some have a work and then, work 1 day a week or something like that. But that's the point. Now, what is a micro business? Micro business with the EU definition means that they employ less than 10 people and their turnover or their balance sheet is under 2 million euros. So that's a micro business. So that's good to know when you look at the statistics. The next thing is micro businesses deliver 25% of the turnover of all businesses in Finland. Micro businesses mean 25% of the GDP. So it is really a big thing, shared, all over the country. So it is important. And when we talk about micro businesses, think about what it is and all that stuff. International research say that micro businesses are the key to the society's resilience, because micro businesses are the best ones to adapt to changes in the business landscape. Everybody who is an entrepreneur here knows that, when the business grows up, you just expand the day, okay? Instead of working normal 12 hours a day, you work 14 hours a day or something like that. I hope you don't do 14 hours a day. And when, it shrinks, then, you just tighten up your belly belt and that's all that. So it's important to understand how big impact it has. The one thing that we've lost in Finland, because we have been having a history of being a big industry country. So we don't understand. I've been talking to, probably already about 500 to 1,000 people about this one. When I ask people, do you think forest industry is big in Finland? Yeah, it's big. Its turnover is about 33 billion euros. 33 billion euros. But the micro businesses turnover is 100 billion euros. We hear about if there is a paper mill closed, the ministry is run there. But if there is a problem with the micro business environment, nobody shows up. So that's something for future politicians to really pay attention and start to talk about. So that's a big thing. What is the future of micro businesses? Now, Minna already asked about who is an entrepreneur here. When we look at the Finnish Statistics Central, they say that in Finland, we have people whose professional code is specialist or senior specialist, total of over 900,000 people. And OECD says that by 2030, that's 5 years, half of them will be practically entrepreneurs. So that's 450,000 entrepreneurs. Some of them already are there, like I am, but that's a big number growing up. So micro businesses are growing up. The sad story, which actually goes to what Hannu was talking earlier, is that when we, kind of, I make a connection here, is the point that when we compare Finnish micro businesses to micro businesses in Sweden, Norway, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, excuse me French, but Finnish micro businesses suck in doing international trade. We are very bad in that one. And that's about connecting to all kind of societies, LBGT and all that stuff. So that's a place where we really need to shape up. If we just look to Estonia, okay, we say it's Estonia. But hey, come on, they started in about 25 years ago. We've been doing that since 1950. So we should be way ahead, and we are way behind. So there is space for growth. There is an opportunity for growth. And the good news is with Myry Micro and Solo Entrepreneurs Association research, we know that there is a surprisingly big number of micro business entrepreneurs who want to grow their business. About 40% of that 300,000 micro and solo entrepreneurs would like to employ somebody. 40% would like to employ somebody. If just quarter of them would employ that somebody, that would mean that we would have 30,000 unemployed people less. That's a huge impact to the society and the economy. So there is space for improvement. We need to create a kind of a, almost, I don't know, a riot about this one or something like that. And that's what Myry is doing in a nice, positive way. But there is space for growth. What the entrepreneurs want and what they need is really somebody to talk to. 70% of micro and solo entrepreneurs would like to have somebody to talk with about their business. But especially we Finns, I don't think this counts for you, Hannu, because you are an international person already. But we Finns, we are terrible in going to a stranger and say, can I talk with you about this? Do you have any ideas about this? I've been working on 6 continents and I see there people going around and talking even to strangers about their thoughts and ideas. You don't see that happening in Finland. We don't even go to the next door guy because that guy might be, jealous about how good I'm doing or laughing at me how bad I'm doing. Or anyway, there's something wrong in me if I can't do it all by myself. That's the Finnish attitude. There is a Finnish saying, you are not a man until you have built your own house. So that kind of gives you the perspective. But there is need, there is opportunity for growth, and there is space for growth. We just need to get the society to stop preventing us from growing. I'm not saying they should give us money and all that, as long as they just make sure that they don't stop us from growing. So that's really the point. You may have been reading about Murto-raportti, which is the report about growth of Finland. When you read the report through, there is not a single word about micro businesses. So we still need to wake up the world. What needs to be done? Well, the first thing is, like we have here, get people together, get people to talk together. I see there is a very active group, 6 people, you just joined them, there were 5 just before, talking and sharing and shaking and getting LinkedIn connections and all that stuff. We need to get that. We need to get people to be more open to talk with other people, to make small groups, not a 5,000 people in Messuhalli or something like that, but small groups. We do that in Myry through Connect, for example, and we do that through sparring and all that stuff. And really networking and networking again. So that's really the big thing that we need there. So that's where we are going at. We stubborn, don't talk Finns. We need to get to be with people, talk with people, share with people, and help others to grow. Because if I help Hannu to grow, I can be pretty damn sure that when the opportunity comes, he will help me to grow. I take that as a promise, Hannu. Okay, so I'm keeping my schedule. I promised to give you Myry in 45 seconds. I think I've said you that. So let's see what Myry is about. Myry, Micro and Solo Entrepreneurs Association. We are a nationwide organization. We have members from the south to the north, from the east to the west, even from Åland, Ahvenanmaa. We cover all business sectors. So whatever your branch is, yes, we are there. We have no political ties. We are not related or connected to any political party because we are not in the politics. We are in the business of helping businesses to grow, network, and to have impact on all political parties. We make change happen. A couple of things that we made happen. The YEL, the entrepreneurs' pension system, we were able to slow down the drastic change that the cabinet proposed in 2022. Actually, Myry was founded based on that one. We were able to get a little bit leverage on the VAT change, and we are in a number of working groups. Lisa is right now somewhere talking about how to make the Finnish society more solo and micro entrepreneur friendly. So every day we do that work. We have over 3,100 members, 3,100 members, growing every day, and we are not still doing any member acquisition. So people are just joining us. So if you want to join us, hey, it's 38 euros per 12 months, legal counseling, personal sparring, free webinars, materials, guidance on our website, and there is more to come. We will be coming out this year with a couple of quite exciting things to help and to serve you. 38 euros, 12 months, not a big deal. You can't get a coffee every day for that money. If you want to connect, we were founded in September 2022. If you want to connect, you'll find me in social media platforms, either on my own name or my company name, Johtajuustaito. So somewhere there. I'm happy to connect. And I spared 2 minutes. So if anybody has any question, I'll take the opportunity to answer your question. Anybody? Any questions? Please.
My biggest concern always with associations in Finland is how much of it is available in English, because as expat entrepreneurs, we're even a more niche community who don't really speak that well. So just wondering what kind of support can we get from her?
Sorry, now it's going to be a couple of hours later that we're going to finish. Yeah, we do have webinars in English. Lisa and I, Lisa's been living in UK for years, so she's fluent in English. I can work with English, I presume so. And we are building up the English services all the time. So that's coming up there. The Connect events that we are organizing, next one will be in Helsinki on May 6th. They are also international. We want to connect local, so to say, the traditional Finns and international people in there. They've been very successful. We have had them already for 4 times. And of the people who have been there later, that's 4 to 6 months later, 82% said that they've been able to connect a business partner or somebody to employ or somebody to sell their services. So, and we are working on that one. That's one of the things that I want to keep as a chairperson attention to, that we do serve the international community, which is 20% of the capital area population already. So it's a big one. Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kari. And when you think about, these champions of community and who's out there really supporting and creating, I'm just about to introduce one of them. But Lisa Hanen, actually, when she gathered 60,000 signatures. 67,000, thank you for correcting me. 67,000. And she actually also came and gave a free training to our conscious entrepreneurs community about the UL changes and about the taxation in English. So she's truly, truly one of those champions.